valleys, they are also valleys only, but they are very huge, having steep sides. Okay, they are formed by the rift in the earth's crust. Okay, now the largest of the freshwater lakes in the world, they are also located in the Rift Valley. Like we are having Lake Baikal, it is a freshwater lake that is located in the Rift Valleys. Now children, the Rift Valleys, they are formed through the tectonic forces. Okay, the valleys form when the continental crust is pulling apart, allowing the land to drop down between two parallel faults. So in other words, when the land between two parallel faults, it falls down or it forms a depression that results in the formation of the Rift Valley. Okay. Now children, these valleys also form oceanic plates. Okay. And they are moving apart, forming a divergent boundary, a very deep and a wide boundary. Okay. Now children, tectonic forces, they also result in the formation of rift valleys on the continent when the crust of the earth is pulled from two different directions and it thins down. It becomes very, very thin. Now children, the parallel faults, they are created when the surface are pulled apart and a central section drops down and it forms a valley. Now children, okay, like since the tectonic activity constantly pulls the crust apart, the Rift Valley becomes wider and wider in size, and in the end it takes the form of a basin. Okay, the basin, it continues to drop downwards as the rift widens. Okay, again I will explain. Because of the tectonic activity which is constant, the crust, it moves apart, and the Rift Valley also it becomes more in the size, and when it becomes very wide, it forms a basin, and the basin, it also continues to become deeper and deeper as the Rift Valley widens. So children, you can see the distribution of the Rift Valleys in the world. This is very, very important because they will be asking you this in the exam to locate the different Rift Valleys, etc. So now children, we move on to the next page. Okay. Now, Rift Valleys, they can be found in the areas that are having faults on the surface of the earth, where the separation of the land masses, it has taken place. Now children, the Rift Valley also occur on the ocean floor at the mid-ocean ridges where the sea floor separates between the tectonic plates. Now let us learn about some of the important Rift Valleys of the world. So first we are having the Rhine Valley. Okay children. Now children, the Rhine Valley, it is an important rift which is about 350 kilometers long and it is around 50 kilometers wide. It is between the Basel in the south and the cities of Frankfurt or Wiesbaden in the north. Okay children. Now its southern section, it is along the border, which is an area between France and Germany. Now we are reading about the next valley, and that is the Narmada Valley. Narmada Valley, it results in the formation of a conventional border between South and North India. Okay. Now children, the river, it spreads to the west at a distance of around 1312 kilometers. Okay. And then it is prior to the flowing through the Gulf of Gumbat into the Arabian Sea. Okay. Then the Narmada, it is the only one river in India which runs in a rift valley, running west amidst the in between the Vindhya and the Satpura mountain ranges. Okay, children. Now the Narmada Valley, it is a depressed block of land. It is a piece of land which is very, very deep and which has been formed due to the bending of the northern peninsula during the formation of the Himalaya. So you can see the Narmada river flowing through a rift valley. Now children, the next valley which we are about to read is the Nile Valley. Okay, so you can see the Nile Valley. Now children, the Nile word, it comes from the Greek language Nilos, which means a river valley. Now we all know about the Nile River, which is the longest river in the world. So the Nile River, it flows from the headwaters in a place called Burundi to the Mediterranean Sea. It runs at a distance of 6,650 kilometers and it makes it the longest river in the world. Okay. Now children, the Nile is also formed by three principal streams. Okay. What are the streams? The streams, they are the small rivers. Okay. So the Nile, it is formed by how many streams? Three streams. Okay. Or small rivers. First is the Blue Nile. Second is Atbara, and it flows from the highlands of Ethiopia. And then we are having the White Nile, the head streams of which flows into the Lake Victoria and Albert. Okay, so see children, the Blue Nile and Atbara, it flows from the highlands of Ethiopia, and the White Nile, it flows into Lake Victoria and Lake Albert. Okay, now we will study about plateau. Okay, now a plateau is a raised area of land which is having a flat top. Okay, how it is different from a mountain? Okay, let us see. It is different from the mountain because a plateau, it is having a jagged peak. Peak is the highest place in a plateau or a mountain. Okay, so it is having a jagged peak at the top. Children, the plateau, it is also known as tableland. Why it is known as a tableland? Because it looks like a table because it is higher than the surrounding areas, and on the top it is having a flat surface. Now children, a plateau, it can have one or more sides with steep slopes. Now let us see some of the important plateaus of the world. They are the East African Plateau, which is in Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda, and the Western Plateau of Australia. Now children, as we can see that the mountains, they are also old and young. So let us study about the different types of plateau. Okay, a plateau we have already studied. A plateau is a high land that is located much above the sea level. Okay, along with the mountains, plains and hills, the plateaus, they are also one of the important major or important landform. Okay, now plateaus, they cover around 1/3 of the earth's surface. Now children, just like the mountains, the plateaus, they are also divided into old and young. Like the Deccan Plateau in India, it is one of the oldest plateaus in the world. Now let us see the different categories of plateaus. First we are having the tectonic plateau. Okay children. Now during the continental drift. Continental means continent, they are the large parts of land. So when there was a movement in them, okay, so what happened? The ancient landmass, it got separated. See children, the continent or the land masses, they are continuously moving. They are not stable, but the movement is very, very slow. So we are not able to feel it. Okay. So the ancient land mass, it also got separated as a result of the continental drift. So now if we see in the present day, these ancient landmass, they exist as continental blocks on the surface of the earth. So children, these continental blocks, they are known as tectonic plateaus. Okay. And the tectonic plateaus, they are further divided into continental, intermontane and piedmont plateaus. Now let us see which are the continental plateaus. Continental plateaus, they are surrounded on all sides by plains or oceans. Okay, and in this way they are away from the mountains. Okay, so these plateaus, they rise from the neighboring lowlands or the sea. In these type of the plateaus, we are having the Chota Nagpur. These type of the plateaus, we are having the Chota Nagpur plateau and the Antarctic plateau or the polar plateau in East Antarctica. Second type of the plateau, they are intermontane plateau. Children, when the fold mountains, they were formed, the lower areas, okay, between the fold mountains, they were uplifted and they resulted in the formation of plateaus, which is known as intermontane plateaus. Okay, now children, the intermontane plateaus, they are enclosed by the mountains or the mountain ranges. Okay, so any plateau which is surrounded by the mountains on all the sides, they are known as intermontane plateau. Now the example of intermontane plateaus are Tibetan plateau, the Mexican plateau and the Bolivian plateau. Now children, let us study about the next type of the plateau, and that is Piedmont plateau. Children, the Piedmont plateaus, they are formed at the foot of the mountains or at the bottom portion of the mountain. Now these types of the plateaus, they are having mountain on one side and on the other side they may have a lowland or a sea. So the example of the Piedmont plateau are Malva plateau and the plateau of Patagonia. Now the next one is residual plateau. Now children, sometimes the old fold mountains or the black mountains, they get worn up by millions of years due to the erosional activities. Okay, so like they result in the formation of residual plateau. The example of the residual plateau are Central Rhine upland, then we are having the Cumberland plateau which is in US, and